strings of my support. It seems only yesterday, though I think it was last month, that I was positively crowing about my network of loving, helpful people who keep me and my family going, interwoven strands of support that shore up our lives, or some such thing I said. No sooner were the words out of my mouth than ping, the first strand snapped. Our half of the nanny gave notice. I had suggested that she took Miranda to a nearby morning playgroup, where her special way with children was instantly noticed, and they stole her. Unfairly, I feel, she can still do her afternoon nannying for my friend. The children and I went for commiseration to Minda, our treasure, who decided this was a good time to announce that she'd come into a small to medium-sized fortune and was returning to her home in Portugal. Ping, another string gone. We couldn't be sad for long because another friend, Anne, who drives Ben to school, rang to say that she couldn't because her Katie was in quarantine for scarlet fever. Ping. Granny Gwen walled herself up at home with her builders and contractors and decorators and was totally incommunicado. Ping. My parents, who always help out in an emergency, went on a month's visit to my sister in Spain. Ping, ping. As each strand of my support network frayed, unravelled and broke away, I turned to my husband Simon and said bravely, "We'll manage somehow, won't we, darling?" And he said, "Of course you will, and I shall ring you every evening from Leighton Buzzard." "What?" "Ah, didn't I mention it? The paper's sending me there to learn about this new technology for a fortnight." Splat. My family life in chaos, my career probably in ruins, and the phone rang. It was an old friend ringing to wish me well. He'd just heard that I'd got a new challenging job as editor of a brand new publication, a sister magazine to Family Circle called Practical Parenting. "Is this not a very practical time to call?" he asked. He'll never know. But we have managed. There was the worrying moment when Ben rushed home from school shouting, "Mum, guess what? I'm on red spot." It must be Kate's scarlet fever, I thought, rolling up his vest in dread. But thankfully it was only that he'd just graduated from yellow spot reading books to the more elevated red spots, his school's system of grading books. I only hope that means we can emigrate from the village with 3 corners. That's where these mind-numbingly dull families live. Roger Red Hat and Mr. and Mrs. Red Hat, who do nothing but look and sit and go out and in after one another, all doing the same thing. Jennifer Yellow Hat at least gets to go in and out and sit and look. Ben and I once thought that something exciting was up. Billy Blue Hat took a rat round to show Roger, but mean old Mrs. Red Hat wouldn't let him in. We've lived with the 3 Corners villagers for a long time, so much so that they've become almost real. I could imagine answering the door one evening and finding that excruciatingly boring couple, the Blue Hats, standing there with their holiday slides, wanting us to go out and go in and sit and look at them. Who could be lonely if they lived with the Blue Hats? Not that I get much time to be lonely, or even alone. Miranda follows, you see, everywhere I go. When she was tiny, she liked to be carried around the house and clung to me limpet-like. Now she can walk, she follows. In and out of the sitting room, from one side to the other of the kitchen, in and out of the cupboard under the stairs, in and out, with the dogged resolution of a red hat she follows. She is fascinated by my every perambulation, even, or rather especially, to the loo. This is one of the unsung sacrifices of motherhood. You surrender entirely your right to shut the lavatory door. The wailing outside is piteous, and it is many, many years before you can pee in peace. I'm told that the time does come eventually. It came too late for my Aunt Anne. Having obligingly left the door ajar for 5 consecutive children, by the time they'd grown up, and she could shut it, she'd forgotten how. And now she has to accept their derision. Honestly, Mum, you're disgusting. You never remember to shut the bog door. Supposing some of my friends were visiting. When Miranda's friends are visiting, they just come too. I'm beginning to notice the difference between the ways your children treat you. It depends on their age and stage of development, their memory, in fact. Miranda knows that I am wonderful, infallible, omnipotent. But Benedict knows different. When he wakes in the morning, he can remember exactly where we'd got to in the row the night before. And another thing, Mummy, you didn't come back with the glass of water you promised. For Miranda, on the other hand, each morning is a whole new, blank, beautiful day. When I go into her room, she's standing at the cot bars, beaming with expectation, arms outstretched to be collected for the day's adventures. There's something infinitely lovable about that damp, affectionate, early morning bundle. This morning Ben came with me to fetch her, and when I reached down to her, the soggy nappy drooping low, her pyjama elastic snapped, and all three of us hooted with laughter at the noise it made. Ping,